Thank you, Burninator. All right, well, we'll pick up here then. Welcome, folks. So this is going to be part 3 of the Civ4 stream. This is, if you're watching live, this is a little bit later than the normal time I stream. It's actually more like the time I finish, usually. Our little son, William, had a doctor's appointment in the morning, and then we had some family over seeing him after that. So a little bit later to get started. If you're watching the recording on YouTube, obviously that doesn't matter. But if you're watching live, good to have you here. So we're going to continue with part 3. And we'll probably just run something like an hour to 2 hours for today. Don't have as much time as in some of the other weeks, but we're going to continue with this game. I've been enjoying this game quite a bit. So we've been focusing on, obviously the goal of the game is to win by culture and not run the culture slider. Had some really good success in the last session. We're able to build some wonders. In particular, we were able to land the Oracle at a pretty late date and used it to slingshot Code of Laws for Confucianism. That's quite nice. So we still definitely want to try to hit the last 2 religions, Taoism and Islam. I think we have good odds to be able to hit both of them, but we'll see. I'm more worried about Taoism, but we're going to be heading there soon on the research. If we lock down 6 religions, we're in really good shape. We didn't found Hinduism, but it's already spread to us. So the goals for this session are going to be keep building upwards on wonders. Take this Barb City that's in the back lines that's been annoying us forever. We're finally at the point where we can't really expand until we take this Barb City. I guess we can put this city down because this is 3 tiles, 1, 2, 3. And there's a fish resource for this spot back here. And the other thing we do is we do have to keep an eye on Wang Kon because he finally did connect a metal resource. He does have iron hooked up right now. So we want to make sure that he is not plotting with us. Well, I guess we can't see if he has enough on his hands already because there's no other leaders we can ask about that. So yeah, we do. He does have iron over here. We can see. We've also seen a Hwacha running around, which requires iron. I believe 2 Hwachas have a resource requirement. I thought they did. I honestly can't remember. No, they are resourceless. Okay. Makes sense. So he will have iron connected. So by the way, this is a little minor note about the AI in Civ4. The AI will not declare war if they don't have copper or iron. They just won't declare war. So if they don't have either resource, then you're safe against them attacking. That said, I think we're still in pretty good shape here. We're actually competitive on power despite having built literally no units, but we probably want to build at least a few units. So trying to build some swords to take this city and enough so that we're not like nothing but warriors. All right, anyway, let's keep going then. All right, so we finished drama.
All the world's a stage.
This is great for us. We get half-cost theaters by being a creative civ, so we're just going to dump these everywhere. We'll also want to build Globe Theater down the road. It's not a huge priority, but it is something that we'll probably build. Obviously, Globe Theater gives you infinite happiness, so might not be bad to put in Paradise, because then we could just whip Paradise like crazy. Paradise has a high food surplus, but as I said, that's not the highest priority. Okay, next we're going to go music, because we want to get the free music great artist. We also want to unlock Sistine, which is the most important wonder to build for a cultural victory. Barbarian City, we are going to have to raise. That's correct. It's in a bad spot. So this is really important. Cathedrals, really big. Great artist, and then Sistine. And then philosophy's next after that. We have double prereqs going to philosophy, so it'll be a slightly cheaper tech. All right, anyway, so the capital just finished. Forge. And, oh, by the way, we also get +1 happiness with the forges, which is nice. Plus, we're building all these temples, which also give us happiness. Okay, so the capital... I do want to build I actually do want to build the Great Library in the capital, too. Would also be quite nice, because we'd really like to get that. Really like to get the National Epic plus Great Library combo. I'm just wondering if I want to work on something before that. Oh, I want to do the theater. The theater is dirt cheap. Let's get that done quickly. And you are like our one city doing military, so let's get... You're the only city that has a barracks right now. I need to get a road connection on this tile pretty badly, too. Oh, nice. All right, so we need 3 turns of... We only need... actually, we just need like 1 turn of 0%, and then we can go for this. So here's another reason. Yeah, so the reason I was taking it 20% is it was just enough to finish drama last turn. Okay, so minor little note here. I've said this before. If you see the little religious icon, that means the religion is still there. For music, if you want to know if the great artist is still there, see how it says first to discover receives a great artist? That means we know no one has claimed this tech yet. So the great artist is still there. Just a little FYI. And this dude is still fog busting back here. Yeah, good question. Okay, so while we're here, let's road this tile. And then you guys, we're gonna cottage this one. Oh, the shame, we're working a bear tile, but we actually need to work this tile or else the city doesn't grow. Yeah. Also, we're gonna whip this forge shortly. Once that whip on happiness wears off. Okay. So we would really like this Hinduism to spread, because Goldfish is the only city that has Hinduism in it right now. And we'd like other cities to be able to build missionaries. So we already have 3 cities in here, so it's like a 70-ish% dice roll. I think it's like right around 70%. Oh, that's unfortunate. First failed missionary spread. So we're going to have to build another Hindu missionary out of Goldfish. Yeah. Womp womp. That's okay. So to answer the question, yes, we did have our baby, and Will is sleeping right now. You might get a chance to see, hopefully you'll get a chance to see him a little bit later on. By the way, if you're curious about these combat odds, 0.5%, not the greatest. Not the greatest. Let's have you there, and then you over here, just to make sure we've fog busted all the tiles. And then you just chill there. Oh, thanks for subscribing. 70% is like 50-50. It's not, but it does feel that way sometimes, doesn't it? All right, over here. Yeah, East Korea is like our best production city right now. Look at that, base production 19, although it is stagnant right now, so we should do this so we can get it growing. Look, it's nowhere close to the happy cap right now. I really want civil service so I can farm these tiles, but for now it's kind of stuck. We could do this. I'm actually going to do that because I just want to get this finished in one turn. This is the one city where like we never whip. You see the Oracle's already doubled in culture. That's quite nice. We're already getting 33 culture per turn there. Anyway, we definitely have to finish a road on this tile. So I'm definitely going to get libraries out of my key cities. All right, where is Paradise on its whip cycle? Needs a little bit more time. Also, I don't think I'd want to run this. I think I'd rather run this. We definitely need to get some of these tiles improved. Can it steal a tile from Desert Lullaby? No, it cannot. Desert Lullaby needs more tile improvement here. Fortunately, Desert Lullaby stole these tiles away. And at this much culture, let's just see how we're stacking up on the cultural competition over here. We are going to need more units. What I have is not enough right now. All right, so this tile right here is the one we were fighting for forever. We're at 1169 to 1081. Here we're at 356 to 2617. Yeah, we're not close to flipping any of these tiles at the moment, but I think we will flip these eventually. Not that any city can work these. By the way, there's a Korean city on this tile. We just can't see it yet. I actually wanted to sign open borders with him so I could go scout his territory, but he does not like us. Yeah, okay. I should cycle through my cities just so I can get a quick look at the whip timings. Okay, so we recently whipped the capital. This city does want to whip its forge, but we'll let the happiness cycle through. This city does not get whipped. Desert Lullaby will probably 2-pop whip a sword. We have a forge here, yeah. So we actually can 2-pop whip a pair of swords, but we have to time it so we have like no overflow whatsoever. Could be a little bit tricky. All right, that's right. Here we're trying to build Moai. We want to get the forge done first, though. Yeah, we're going to get the forge and then do Moai. And then this city's doing another Hindu missionary. We're probably going to get the theater here just because we are on a border we're trying to push back. All right, library there. This city's about to whip its forge. This city's also going to whip its forge. This is poor Stoned, our most worthless city. Poor city. And then this city's just getting started. It actually is worthwhile to whip the granary here. So we'll whip off that. Get the granary done, get a little overflow, put that into the forge. I'll just queue it up so I don't have to do it next turn. Look at all these trade routes. We really would love to find some overseas trade routes. East Pole is probably going to have to get to size 4 and then whip its granary. We also need to get religion in our the dominant state religion. We need to get Judaism in some of these other cities as well. First priority, though, is to try to take this Barb city. I would be able to see it if I move. Well, the way culture functions in Civ4, any tile in your border is if it functions the same as if you have a unit standing on that tile. We could move here to see it, but Wang won't give us open borders, so we'd have to declare war to do that, which I'm not going to do. All right, let's keep going. All right, so East Korea finished that. Now we're going to get the theater, and we can fire this. There we go. Grow a little bit faster. Of course, we're kind of capped out on growth here for the moment. All right, finish that. You guys need to come road this tile, but let's first build the winery. Boxed wine is never going to be a very good city, but... no, we still have our explorer west of Korea. This guy's not doing much of anything, but who knows? Maybe someday he'll be able to do something. Okay, let's finish cottaging this. And that should be done. So now we avoid the indignity of working an unimproved tile. Look at this. This city's actually working as a scientist specialist, which I don't really want. I realize this is an unimproved tile, but I'd rather keep pushing there. We can whip this next turn. We might as well wait the one more turn. Okay, you just chill there. All right, let's see what odds we're going to get. And look, we only get 20% odds with this sword. We see, the problem is they actually finished walls in this city. Yeah, look at this. They actually finished walls, plus 50%. So we really need catapults to clear this. I do want to get philosophy next because I don't want somebody to steal this. But maybe I go for construction. It is like half the price. And then I just need like 2 catapults to knock down the walls. Once the walls are down, we win easily, but it's just too much of a bloodbath without that. So I'll get this pair of swords, but I might have to get construction next. Yeah, there's the Hwacha. I mentioned zooming in for Link Mario Samus in a previous session. All right, anyway, let's get this music artist. We can get it in 3 turns, so let's do that. Or 2 turns, actually. I don't know if we have enough to 2-turn this, but let's run 100% and we'll see how close we get. I think we're going to be just short of 2-turning this. So we'll probably get it in 3 turns. I think we're pretty safe on the music grade artist, but I do want to make sure we land that. All right, anyway, we want to improve this tile. This tile I think I want to give to East Korea and then farm it. And then maybe we'll give it back to Paradise later on, but let's get the cottage done first. Can finish that. And then, yeah, East Korea is kind of competing for tiles over there. Yeah, not longbows, thank goodness. There is a worker in here too, which is nice, because we can always use more workers. All right, that's going to get whipped next turn. You were about ready to get whipped. Theater. This is a city that can produce Jewish missionaries, which is nice. There's like nothing else the city really needs. I mean, sure, the courthouse, yeah, we could do that, but the courthouse is not a huge priority. Down the road, I actually would really like to get optics too, get some caravels out, see if there's any other land out there we could settle. I would really, really like to find marble, because there's so many wonders I would like to build with that. Mausoleum and Great Library would be really nice. Okay, seriously, enough. Let's get this caravel off the interface. There are only, I think there's only 5 of us in the game, including me. It's the default for a small map. Yeah, there's 4 there. There's 4 rivals, so 5 total in the game right now. That's a good question. All right, so I've got the Hindu missionary done. Could build walls here. Walls are super cheap. I think I said I wanted to do the theater, just because I want to push back. I'd actually like to get control of this tile if I can. We are not currently close, but you know, we are creative, so we do push back against this. This would also make the city safer against a potential attack too. Oh, so Wang Kon just built the Hindu shrine. Interesting. Anyway, let's send this to the capital, because we failed the previous dice roll. And we're going to try to farm this. This poor warrior, just hanging out back here. Is it possible to do a spy mission against the Barbs? I honestly don't know. Well, you know, we don't even have alphabet tech right now, so we can't. We don't even have the tech that we need for that, which is a good point. But yeah, we don't even have what we need for that. Alright, anyway. So you come over here. The city should have enough food to support this. Yeah, it's a little low on food, but we can support at least a couple of grassland cottages. It's not like we need to grow much past size 12 or so anyway. Like, what's the purpose of growing to larger sizes? So we can work tundra tiles? No, those tiles are pointless. So we might as well just cottage these and take advantage of them. That said, we're going to be... that's a mistake. I should have had this guy stay on the tile and road. No real incentive to hurry up or move here and chop, because we're just going to whip this anyway this turn, and we're just whipping off these tiles, so there's no incentive to hurry it up. Anyway, though, so this will be done, and what else do we want to do with this city? Probably use this to spread Christianity, because we're going to need to spread that to our other religious cities. So yeah, probably need to get some missionaries out of this city when there's nothing important to build. All right, yeah, as I suspected, we're a little bit short on music, so we'll just do this. We'll run at 50% for 2 turns and then lock it down. Good point. Considering you don't get spy points on the barb, how would you pay for the mission? I don't know. I honestly don't know how that would work. All right. Anyway, so we'll whip here at beach episode. So note that we're just whipping off bad tiles. Like, we're losing these 2 tiles, which are terrible tiles, and then these 2, which will just grow back quickly after anyway. So that's worthwhile to do. Like, we'll just grow right back onto this. And look, oh, wait, oh, it dropped down to a 3-pot whip with no overflow. That's a bit unfortunate. See, if I was really on top of things, I would have avoided this. I would have had to be a 4-pot whip with a lot of overflow into Moai. Oh well, it is what it is. Beach episode, yeah, people just have suggested different names. This is apparently where the beach episode for our Civ takes place. Next we get a hot springs, and we can find a hot springs, but yeah, basically. All right, Paradise still needs a couple turns. Yeah, still a little way from whipping this forge. That's fine. Kratos working this. As far as how much culture our 3 legendary cities are producing, the capital is actually the lowest right now, but that's not going to last for much longer. Paradise long term is going to be the weak one, because these 2 cities have very good production. They'll be able to build a lot of stuff. Paradise is going to be the trailer, so it's going to be the one that has to struggle a bit. I think we do Great Library next year. I also should try to mine some of these hill tiles, because like once we hit the happiness cap, I can just work more mines, try to build stuff faster. Alright, yeah, so since there's nothing important to build, like we do want the temples, but they're not that key at the moment. We don't need the courthouse. I mean, maintenance is really low. We're honestly so rich we don't have to worry a whole lot about Russian courthouses. We don't have markets yet, haven't discovered currency tech, so good time to go for a wonder, and I think Great Library is the one I want the most here. Parthenon we're skipping, we're not going to build this. This is not worth building unless we get marble. I mean, this is like nice and all, but whatever. Chichen Itza, it would be nice to get to, but this is not a high priority. And Shwedagon we will try to build, but yeah, I'm more interested in Great Library. Great Library plus National Epic is the combo we want here in the capital, because we definitely want some great scientists to pop out of here, and that's like the cheap way to do that. All right, wow, we're already up to 40 culture per turn here in East Korea. This city's actually going to produce another great person down the road. If we get another prophet, we could build another shrine, but I would probably use that on a golden age. We don't really need a second shrine. I don't think any of our other holy key cities have the great people. Okay, so we kind of have time here to build something else too. This would not be a bad city to just splurge out some more missionaries either. Or alternately, I could try to get the temple done. Do the temple first. This is, by the way, this is where it would be really nice to be spiritual. Spiritual civs get those half-price temples. We're going to be building an awful lot of temples. Like an awful lot of temples. And then I might go for Chichen Itza here next, because I want to knock this out. And in the event that Wang Kon tried to attack us, it would actually be useful too. But mostly just because it's 6 more culture. Alright, so we built the forge here, and now we'd actually like to get Colossus quite a bit too, but... Are these the same price? Well, building Moai helps us get Colossus done, so let's start with this. Yeah, I think I'll let it grow for another couple turns. on the plus 5 food surplus, and then I'll just do the same thing as before, dump everything onto the mines. Because like if we want to, we can do this, and then all of a sudden we have, then we can build it in 8 turns. But let's let it grow at least another size so we can be working this tile first. All right, forge done. As we said, probably need to spread religion, because there's very few cities that have Christianity right now. Oh, excellent. We got a free spread on our religion here. Oh, we also still have no defender in the... Oh, wow. Wow, double free spreads. That's awesome. That's really good. Okay, that makes me feel better about East Korea not building a... That's actually really lucky. They got double spreads on our religions there. Very nice. Cool. I should probably put a defender in here, because there's currently some units here. These all look like defensive units. This is not an offensive stack, but we probably should put some kind of unit in this city. Let's, after you build this sword, let's at least build one archer for down here for emergency upgrading and all that. Yeah, Desert Lullaby, you should probably put something in that city. Stone's only purpose is to provide stone for the Civ, but we don't want to lose the city. Oh, there's that barb hanging out. Anyway, so we've built this for boxed wine. Boxed wine is probably not going to be working this tile anytime soon, but this is mostly so we can get this road connected here. And then I did have some stuff I wanted to improve around Desert Lullaby. Let's move here. Alright, so yeah, this is where I mismoved last turn. I moved too many workers on this tile. That's okay, though. Alrighty. So we would like to get... Should try to get these... Oh, you know what it is? I wanted to get some more of these tiles mined over here. That's a more useful thing to do than improving tiles that this city can't work yet. I just want to get some more mines there. Anyway, you can come here and farm this. Oh yeah, we don't have construction yet. Oh well. We needed construction for bridge building there. That's okay though. Anyway, so you're going to build this. You are not close to finishing this. You're a long way away from ever finishing that. This city is ready to produce something. What's the most important thing I can get out of this city? I'm trying to think what I can do here. So I'm pretty good on Jewish missionaries. You know what I could do? I could try to get the settler to found this spot over here, and then we would just need a fishing boat for over there, because that city's useless without it. But I could build the settler first, because remember, the borders do have to expand before that'll be in range. I could get the settler out of here. Or do I wait slightly? Poverty point we can't found until... I mean, technically we could found poverty point, but it's really waiting for this city to be captured. Is there something more useful I can do out of this city, though? That's kind of a low priority. Could also spread religion more, but no. We're trying to get the temple. How many Jewish temples have we built? So here's where one of the graphs is actually pretty useful, the statistics graph. We can look at how many we've built. Jewish temple. We built 3, so that unlocks 1 cathedral so far. Yeah, 1 cathedral. Okay. So I think we're good there for the moment. We need every 2 temples we build lets us build a cathedral, because we're on a small map. Normally it's 3. Anyway, I guess we'll do that. I can't think of anything more important for me to go for right now in this city. Well, so we 2-pop whip that, and then we overflow and finish the library. And then maybe we'll build a workboat just for this long term. Anyway. So we should get the music. Great artist.
If music be the food of love, play on.
And I'm going to detour to a fast construction, because I do want to get like a pair of catapults out to start bombarding that Barb City. Alright, you need an archer for that spot down there. So where is the artist? There we go. Very nice. Now, this early in the game, we do not want to do the 4,000 flat culture. It's better to create a super specialist, because long-term, that 12 culture per turn will get fed through all those culture multipliers. And Paradise is the city that's going to need the most help long-term. We already know this. Like, right now, it's fine. But because it's a weak production city, it's going to need a lot of help long term. Just doesn't have. I mean, with levies, it actually becomes pretty good. But so we're going to use this for a super specialist. 3 gold, 3 beakers, and the big thing, the 12 culture per turn. There we go. So quite happy to lock that down. And now the city's at 40 culture per turn as well. Also still working this. We're about ready to whip this. Also, so we'll whip the forge, which should be a 2-pop whip. Yeah. And then we'll overflow into the theater, just because the theater's really cheap. And then after that's done, I might have this city do the... I might have this city try to do Shwedagon Paya, because it's a pretty cheap wonder. And I don't think Shwedagon's going to be that contested. Where is it on the... It's at aesthetics, because we have the gold for double speed production. Not everybody else has that. So I'm going to go for construction for catapults. Also for the road movement will be nice. Do we have ivory? And we have ivory, but we can't build elephants because we don't have horseback riding. My next target's philosophy. I don't want to delay this any longer. I want to make sure we get this religion. So that's important. But yeah, maybe optics next after that. It feels weird to delay currency this long, but we're actually kind of okay. Calendar, we don't have any calendar resources, so there's no need to prioritize that. All right, anyway, road here. So anyway, we got a pair of swords, but again, without catapults, we can't realistically take that barge city. All right, so you guys roaded that. Let's have you go here. And then you, I'm going to have start roading, just because there's nothing urgent for you to do. I'm going to have you road towards this spot, because it's going to take a little while. You, clearly we're going to keep working this tile, so you might as well cottage that. Alrighty. Theater. Oh, this city I wanted to get. This city's just about, yeah, this city's done with its whip cycle, so we do want to get something out. We could very inefficiently 2-pop whip an archer, but that's not what we want here. We'll let this cycle here onto the archer. I was going to say I'll fire this to work this, but I actually think it is better to work the engineer because I get the representation beakers. And then next turn we'll queue up something and like double whip it. Could do a missionary, but I think we're the only city that's missing. We are missing 2. We're missing Great Rack, and maybe we do. Maybe we queue up a missionary, 2-pop whip it, and go from there. We'll figure out something to double whip next turn. Oh, and then we could overflow into a catapult afterwards, so that works. Yeah. Meanwhile, here, this is what I had to whip here. So we just whip off the water tiles, which are not super valuable. Get a decent amount of overflow. That should finish the library, and then we'll maybe do the workboat in anticipation of this city over here being founded. This city I can probably get the settler out of for that city, because Great Rack has nothing crucial to build, so we can get the settler out of there, and that should be okay. All right, meanwhile, over here, I do want this city to be prioritizing growth, but when it hits the happy cap, I'm going to swap it over to some mines. Yeah, there we go. Can grow faster by doing this. Like these riverside cottages are nice tiles, don't get me wrong. Probably should be working this tile, yeah. But we can get this city up to like 20 production per turn pretty easily. Too bad we're going to be hitting the happiness cap. Oh, we're close to... I was going to say we're close to getting that whip on happiness over. Are there good dots on the west coast? Yeah, there is actually room for a nice city over here. Like, a city on this tile would be pretty nice, right? We get 3 resources. No clue if we can get that long term. We'd have to... It'd be a little tricky holding it, but we probably could get it. Alright, anyway, so this city... Oh, we could build the Colossus in 15 turns. Done. Let's just go for that there. If we get it, we get it. If not, fail gold would be nice too. I probably should have tried this sooner. Like, why the heck not, right? It'll also push back the borders here. In addition, none of my 3 legendary cities, which are Cradle, East Korea, Paradise, none of them are on the coast, so it's not like it's competing with them for wonders. Anyway, here we finish the temple and then overflow into library, so that's nice. And we should be almost ready to whip this now. Whip it next turn. Now, we have no urgent need to speed up the movement of this sword, but if we did, note that I managed to move him up by finishing the road. Yeah, I don't know what's going on over here with this poor warrior. Okay, find this. All right, we failed last time at this. Another 70%er. Let's see, can we get it? Yay, there we go. Now we got 4 religions in the capital. Now this does nothing immediately, because remember we're running Judaism state religion, so we actually get no benefit from that, but of course it lets us build more of the religious buildings. We can build the temples, we can build the monastery for extra culture, and so on and so forth. Okay. All right, so I am going to cut some of the cut some of the commerce here in order to finish the Great Library faster. We're at 13. Okay, and then as soon as this mine's done, I can cut one of these cottages to work this, and that'll be 16. Yeah, that gets us to 16, which is one of the breakpoints. 16 plus 50% will be 24. And then that'll knock that out pretty quickly. That'll be like a 12-turn build, and we can probably chop this too. Again, not as fast as if we had marble, but it does help. Okay, so we can take this tile and do this. I want this city to keep growing. So it's just base 15. So we'd really like to get this to 16 if we could. And I could do this. There we go, that's better. It only slows growth by 1 turn, so that's worthwhile. Okay. And the question then is, what do I want to build next here? We'll finish the temple. Oh, I think we're going to do another wonder. Probably Chichen Itza here. Obviously, that's delaying the speed at which I build these cathedrals, but that's okay. The wonders won't last forever. And we will have to make a play for Sistine somewhere as well. But yeah, we'll see. What would be really nice would be is if I got a great engineer. Like, great engineer popping out would be awesome. Because then I could just like put a great engineer in Paradise or Sistine here and rush it with the great engineer, but that's a little unlikely. Anyway. Alright. So out of these, I think Shwedagon is more likely to last a bit longer. Let's do Chichen Itza. We'll do Chichen Itza here, and I think I wanted Shwedagon in Paradise. Alright, so we got an archer here. So we're going to try to build this. Oh, we only have 1 overflow. Excellent. That's what I want. So now I'm going to try to manipulate this so I can double whip this. So I need no production. I think this is still too much production. Here we go. Do this. Wait, where am I getting? Oh, I actually can't. Okay, never mind. I can't double whip this. It's going to be at least 5, and then that'll be a single whip, not a double whip. Okay. Cancel that. So, if I'm going to 2-pot whip, can't be on a missionary. It's going to have to be something else. Well, I want this. You know what I can do? I can just hold overflow. We're going to finish construction, so we'll just hold the overflow for 1 turn. Right? How much overflow do we have? Oh, we only have 1 overflow. That's irrelevant. Okay. That's completely irrelevant, so I don't have to worry about that. We'll just dump this into the archer then. And then we'll swap to catapult and double whip the catapult on the following turn. Anyway, yeah. Well, the dike is a very good building. It's just it comes super late. Like, that's just the weakness, is it comes so late. All right, good. Have you do the work boat there. Like, it's a great building. It comes so late in the game is the one problem. All right. Yes, I had some work that I wanted to do here at Desert Lullaby. First things first, we need to improve this, chop this, and mine it. You need to come down here. We're just still hanging out with this barb galley. Over here, go back to this, so you can grow a little bit faster. Again, what I really need to do is farm this tile, but that's not an option at the moment. So I guess I could chop out there in like the third ring. It's a possibility. I'd love to like found more cities out here. By the way, we're getting close to controlling these tiles here near Wonsan, just because the culture from East Korea is really strong. It's already at 40 culture per turn. So we're already at the, let's see. So this is 20% ring here, 40%, 60%. So we're already putting culture here. We have to hit 80%. So we have to hit the 5,000 culture mark before we start putting culture on Wonsan's tile itself. But like there's only 1,800 culture points on that tile. And like we already have 600 on this tile here. So down the road, we have good odds of being able to flip that city. Stoned is even contributing a little culture. Wait, 20. Oh, we're actually putting culture on this tile too. Stone might be able to get this tile back with a lighthouse for a 3-food tile. Yay. Anyway, that's funny. Okay, anyway, long story short, I was trying to figure out what this worker is going to do. I don't have anything immediate. You know what you can do? You can go up here and farm this tile. Desert Lullaby needs farm. Because this actually would be a good city to run specialists long term. Like, this city has a lot of food, so definitely a place where we can run specialists. Because, like, we're going to want some great artists long term so that we can culture bomb Paradise at the end game. So we'll probably do some of that. And, like, when we're in a golden age, we need some cities to pop out a great person. All right, anyway, so there's construction. Now we can build catapults. Also get bridge building, and now we'll make our run for philosophy. All right, so you are going to do a settler next, but I want you to grow while we're working on that. So in the meantime, you can work on this Christian temple. We're going to need temples, so for Christian cathedrals later on. Actually, no, let's do the missionaries first. Missionaries so you can spread the religion to the cities that need it. So East Korea already has. Paradise should be next then. Want to get the religions in our 3 cities. Oh, someone built mausoleum. That's disappointing. That's one of the wonders that we definitely would have liked for the longer golden ages, but we don't even have calendar tech, so nope. We also definitely don't have machinery. No windmills because we don't have machinery. Windmills would be nice in some locations for sure, but that just has not been a high priority tech to go after. All right, anyway. So yeah, we're gonna chop that. While we're on it, Desert Lullaby goes to catapult, and then we will 2-pop whip this next turn. Does this mean war? Anyway, let's turn this off for a turn or two. Alright, so here I wanted to pull this off. So this gets us down to 12 turns. That seems fair. Now we do stop growing here, but it's okay. We actually need some more healthiness. We need another health resource. Is there anyone in my territory I don't have connected yet? I don't think so. I think I have everything that's in my territory. Yeah, I think I have them all roaded if they're in my territory. The crabs I actually don't have those, so, or clams, so those would be nice long term. Yeah, there's definitely some room for some good windmills in some of these cities. Like East Korea, well, I guess East Korea is okay, but some of these cities would definitely benefit from having some windmills. It's just barely too far. Anyway, oh wow, that's a quiet turn. So yeah, this city, we'll swap this over to the mines next turn, because like it's just about to grow onto crummy tiles. That's a good time to swip it over. I do have, oh never mind, I do have clams in my copper city. Oh yeah, I do. Never mind. I have clams and fish. Thank you. East Pole still is not ready to do its granary yet. It'll be a 2-pop whip, I think, down the road. At least the city has not built any more archers. It's just been stuck there. Did build this cottage that's already a village, which is hilarious. Box wine should be okay, almost ready to whip this. We whip the forge and then do the lighthouse next. Pretty standard there. Paradise should be ready to whip. Yep, there we go. Whip this. It'll grow right back. Overflow should do the theater, and then we'll go on to what did I say? Shwedagon. Probably going to need some help. Because the city does not have production, but we'll do our best to try and get that. Sad the cottage is diagonal. Yeah, the cottage is not in range, but Poverty Point will get a cottage to work. So, hooray. Go Poverty Point. And then this city is still chugging along in hopes of completing the Colossus. As I said, either we'll get the Colossus or we'll get some fail gold. Alright, finish this, 1 turn. So this city's now up to 40 culture per turn. Nice. Working. There we go. Yeah, I can run the engineer for a little bit of extra production here. Look at this, base production's only 4. That's pretty sad. Not a city with a lot of production, unfortunately. Anyway, you might as well road that while you're there. Is it an option to keep the Barb City? You know what? The only downside to that is it is on the gold tile, so we can't work the gold tile, and like that is a bit of a waste. Let's see we'll see how much infrastructure survives capture. There's a granary, monument, barracks in there. But it's a little unfortunate that it's on the gold tile. I really wish it had been slightly off. So, okay, we said we're going to do the swap here. There we go. So now I can do Moai in 8 turns. Obviously it's starving, but that's okay. Yeah, granary is the only thing that actually matters there. So we'll get Moai out of here. And then this city's probably going to be on missionary duty as well for a while. Sounds like William woke up. He's awake. While I'm here, I think I'm going to get the mines down on these tiles too, although I don't know if I have the food to work these, but might as well while we're here. There's no other urgent priority for these workers to have. Alright, farm. Alright, here we go, another 90% dice roll. What's the most advanced building? Stuff up through like the medieval period. Definitely gotten like markets and grocers in a Barb City before. Alright, so that's nice. Now we'll be able to build, now we can build the Christian buildings in here. But yeah, like a lot of our key cities are just trying to grab wonders now. I do definitely want civil service to be able to work to farm these. Farm this tile. More food lets us work more of these hill tiles. Okay, you still... Yeah, you're still going to need to be at size 4 before you can whip that. I know you're very close to whipping. 2 turns. That looks good there. Oh wait, no. Do this. The workboat's not an urgent priority. We've got some time there. And then you are just still regrowing the food box. It's like, no, bad game. Do not work the specialist over improved tiles. Stoned is actually not that far off from being able to whip its forge. As I said, we're gaining control of this tile too. We're at 797, 1361, 797. No. We are not converting. So we got the theater done. We're going to try to build this next. Maybe we can chop some of these forests into it. And that's probably the only wonder we have a realistic chance of building here. Alright, anyway, over here. So yeah, their culture barely went up at all. We went up by a good bit. It's first ring for this city, so it's going to be tough, but it's not impossible to steal that away. I think we will get it long term. Alright, so you need to 2-pop whip your... Oh, shoot, I forgot to whip this last turn. I don't think it's worth going back to reload, but that's unfortunate. I wanted that to be a 2-pop whip, not a 1-pop whip. Bringing him over to say hi. He's being fussy.
He just woke up.
You just woke up? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay.
It's okay. They took the wonder, but your daddy can still win.
Yeah. You want him back?
Well, I want to feed him.
Okay. Do you need me to help you with feeding him? No. He's hungry. Yeah. That's the game's namesake there. Alright. So we should be able to do this. I don't know about in 3 turns, but... Actually, it looks like we can do this in 3 turns. We're like just barely off there. Alright, East Korea grew. It's very slowly growing, but it can build this in 8 turns, so let's do it. We're 11 turns off Colossus, 8 turns off Chichen Itza, 10 turns off Great Library. If this was a more... we can also, by the way, we can also grow another size, so let's... that's okay, we'll just do this. I'd rather make sure we get this done. You sounded a little critical of your worker, Micro. Yeah, I made one flub there. I was supposed to 2-pop whip the catapult, not 1-pop whip it. Oh, well. This chop's going to finish. We can use it to get the other catapult out. I want 2, so it won't take forever to knock these defenses down. I'm still hoping that I'm not going to get attacked at this completely undefended city over here. Anyway. So, we're going to go to the catapult, because they're going to finish that this turn, and there we go. So it's going to be 2-turn catapult. And then we can finish the archer with the overflow from that. Okay. As I said, a very inefficient 1-pop whip, but yeah. So we've actually mostly improved the core tiles in our territory. Yeah, this is not a stack that's getting ready to attack over there, fortunately. Oh look, we're actually really close to being able to 2-turn this. Anyway, so we built the cottage there, yep. This city will grow and I'll work the engineer, and then we'll see what else we can do. Alright, these forests should go to paradise if I chop them, so let's go here. And then you might as well root this tile too. Alright, let's finish farming this. And then you might as well road that while you're up there. Hey there, welcome. Yeah, he connected iron a little while ago. He has iron over here at this city. So yeah, he can build actual units now, which means he's not like a total joke. At some point I'm going to have to stop running total cardboard cutout. He has been building some more units, but of course I've been building some too. After philosophy, I'd like to go to optics. The safer play would be to go to feudalism, so I have some longbows. But we'll see. I do have a chariot up here. I have archer and a chariot, so woo! The good news is we're going to get control of these tiles. This tile shortly we're going to get control of. This one not quite as soon. But if I can build Chichen Itza plus walls makes any border city pretty safe. Like that's 75% defense, so I'm not too concerned just yet. And also soon I'll be able to pull these units that are in the back lines dealing with barbarians. I should really have roads over here, shouldn't I? Alright, so this does go to paradise. That's helpful. Let's road that, though, so that next turn these 2 catapults can join up on the same tile. Let's see if there's anything going on down here. Alright, hey, we do have 1 unit in this city now, so there's that. And then these 2 workers can come up here and help road towards this barb city. Okay. So Desert Loba is kind of working all its good tiles. Do this so you can grow a little bit faster. I mean, I guess we could mine those tiles, but that's, I mean, I guess we do that. Kind of a low priority though. What we really want to do is gain control of this tile and then probably farm it, because goldfish could really use a farm on this tile. But in the meantime, while we're waiting on that, we can mine this. Oh, this city was due to whip. Yeah, I'm a little behind on its forge whip here. I was supposed to do that sooner. Oh well. I'm like a turn or two behind on that. It's supposed to be a 2-pop whip, but oh well. C'est la vie. I have not been quite on top of every whip timing. So we're getting close on quite a few wonders here. You should be just about ready. Yeah, you are ready to swap over to a settler, and then we'll 3-pop whip this, and then you'll go grab that spot. And we have the workboat coming out. It's going to take a little while to sail over here, but remember we need the borders to pop. And then we have, well, we need a settler for this spot too, don't we? I hate burning this down, but I also do want to be able to work this gold tile. So we're getting there. All right, you are working the engineer. Very good. We do get a lot of production modifiers here. Oh, you know what? We can work this tile. Accidentally took one tile away from East Korea. East Korea needs this one back. Yeah, there we go. So we can work this, and then on population growth, we can work the engineer. That gets us up to 8 production base. And then we've got some chops going into this, so we can probably do this in about 12 or 13 turns, roughly. Not fast, but I think we'll be able to get there. Oh, and we've got this stupid barb ship that we'll have to deal with at some point. But we should get a religion this turn, and every city has a religion in it already, so it's probably going to pop up at Great Rack or East Pole. I'm kind of hoping it won't pop up at East Pole. Let's see.
I have gained this by philosophy.
Great Rack, wow, Great Rack's a double holy city. I know what this city's going to be doing long term. Going to build a lot of missionaries. Excellent. Very good, okay. So I think we would like to go for optics next, just to get out there and see what's on the water. But we can, you know, keep science low for the time being. All right, let's get a couple more axes in case we have to deal with units from old Wang Kon. This is my only city with a barracks, so I'm going to keep it on units for the time being. All right, you don't have to be. You already built the temple here, so honestly, I think you should build me some more missionaries so I can keep spreading religion here. Alright, you built the forge, so now you need to do lighthouse next for the water tiles. And we can turn science off for a turn or two. So we're break even at 40%, which is still pretty healthy. Alright. Well, you guys come down here. You road that tile, and then I can have you and you come over here to either help chop or road towards this next target. Okay. Okay, move you to here. You to here. Okay. I would feel better with a second archer in stone because that city's pretty exposed. Alright, you are going to move up to here. There we go. Alright, we got another Christian. So right now, our 3 core cities already have Christianity. So who else would benefit from having this? This city is one that has... Oh no, wait, this is Taoism, not Christianity. Never mind. Alright, well, let's send it to the capital. Alright, well, what are our odds here? We already have 1, 2, 3, 4 religions in that city, so we're getting kind of low. Getting kind of low. I don't have a lot to do right now, so why don't you guys road so we have a connection here in case we need it for mobility purposes. We should also probably improve this tile in case we need more production at Wilhelmstad. Okay, you are still very, very slowly growing. Oh, what is this? No. No. No game. No. I know that we get the representation benefit, but we're trying to double whip this at size 4. Yeah. No. Okay. Whip that. Very good. I'm actually going to get a lot of overflow here. Another missionary. Cool. So we're still kind of cranking along. I do have an awful lot of my cities tied up on So like the other thing that Paradise is going to do is when the whip unhappiness wears off, like we'll put this on Christian monastery, and then we'll whip the monastery, and then we'll overflow into Paya, and like that helps us build this too. Chop the forest west of. So the reason why I haven't prioritized chopping this is I can't get this +1 production back again until like lumber mills. So I think I actually want to keep that like that for right this minute. Can we see Wang Kon's trade screen? Sure. He won't trade much of anything with me. He really dislikes me. He has 6 cities. We have a lot more than 6 cities. We'd love to get access to his corn and his dyes and his spices, but he just really doesn't like me. We'll probably go free religion eventually, and then maybe he'll like us a bit more. The other thing is, I believe his favorite civic is hereditary rule, which we skipped over. No, caste system. Caste system. Never mind. I thought he was one of the hereditary rule leaders, but I guess I'm wrong. I already have corn. Oh yeah, that's right. I have a bunch of corns. I got corn everywhere. That's right. So that was totally wrong. All right. Anyway, so let's have you move forward to road that tile. You two chop this. I'll go to Paradise. It's not in any cities. Well, it's in this city's ring, but the city doesn't exist yet. All right, and then next turn these guys can move up. All right, as for you, there's not a whole lot for you to do. You can, I guess, come over here. We've already rode it all the way over there. I guess we could chop this tile, but I would want it to be in the cultural borders first, so that's not really needed just yet. Oh, I can do the, well, I can't do anything because it's not in borders yet. I guess I could pre-chop. That's not worthwhile. We can do something better than that. Let's move you back in this direction. No wheat, only corn, yeah. All right. Oh, we're going to need a name for this city, by the way, so just as an FYI. Oh. Well, this looks bad. This looks dangerous. Okay. That's, yeah, okay. Or elephant swordsman, Hwacha, sure. Okay. That looks like he's getting ready to attack. Now, here's the good news. He's got a Hwacha in this stack. So, that means he will stop to bombard. So, I guess we're going to have to put that Colossus plan on hold for the time being. First things first, we want them to get stuck here bombarding, assuming they're attacking. We're going to dry whip the walls before we do anything else. So with walls, it's going to take a while. And we also do have Chichen Itza to give us more cultural defenses. We're going to need some more units in here. I'm hoping they will not move to this tile, because that will cut off reinforcements. If I'm lucky, they move to this tile, and then I have the flow of reinforcements that goes through here. Okay, so this archer is not going to do much of anything on its own. This does mean that we're probably going to need to go for feudalism instead and get some longbows. But this should buy us a little bit of time to get more units up there. If this is all he has, it's not that scary. The war elephant is, of course, the most dangerous unit. Actually, even more so than this. It's actually horseback riding, because that unlocks elephants for us. We already have construction. Elephants plus catapults. Let's see what happens. But yeah, we can start to work on that. At least we have an axe. That'll help a little bit. Yeah, we'll see. We should be able to defend. If he attacks, we can always try to come back. I also have an archer that's on a go-to order over here that was headed for stoned. Can turn this around, cancel that. Can turn that unit around. We'll see, we'll figure it out. I was hoping that he wouldn't come after me, but he has been annoyed the whole game, so it's not exactly shocking that he's mad at me. Anyway, let's see if we can mine this tile back here. We can always drop some production, or some food for more production. Can we, so this is like a 55% dice roll. I actually succeeded, excellent. I should probably get a spear. Yeah, that would be not terrible. But first we get walls, and we'll go from there. Not going to be helpful that a lot of my best cities are tied up on wonders, and that I'm currently going after this city in the back lines, but we'll see. Is he actually going to attack? Yes, he is. Okay. Well, if he captured that city, we'll just have to capture it back again. He is half my size, so... Alright, let's do this. Let's get some elephants, shall we? Elephants will outfield everything he has. We might just whip out a round of elephants from every city. Surprise attacking from the west with the warrior, I know, right? Alright, well I want to... Do we have overflow here? We have a lot of overflow. Okay. We're going to put this into an elephant, but we have to wait a turn for that. Alright, you're going to whip that granary. So Christianity... I said I was going to move it over here. Elephant on elephant violence, I know, right? And this is unfortunate that he has moved to cut the reinforcements. Alright, so the good news is we now have walls. So let's... Now we're going to get the spear here. I would really like it if I could finish this build, so... There we go. That'll finish the spear in between turns. We should have some time, because he should stop to bombard the walls, if we remember how the AI normally behaves. So we'll get the spear. And then we can maybe like dry whip an elephant from there. We'll see. His timing is really bad for me, because all of my units are like over here dealing with this stupid Barb City at the exact same time. Yeah, spear finishes before his turn. I actually don't think he's going to attack at all, just based on what we've seen in AI Survivor. He would easily take the city if he attacked, but I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to stop to bombard, because that's how the AI usually behaves. You can move up there and look to mine that tile. I don't think the AI is going to go after you there. All right, you rode. We also need a name for this spot, by the way, you guys. So... if you've got any suggestions for this other garbage city that's just here to work a fish resource, let me know. Here's the fishing boat on its way to come. Looks like it'll get there right around when the borders expand. And hey, we get a little production into Squerdagonpaya. Greenland, I actually think that's pretty good. Like a sarcastic name. Alright, so you need, yeah, you need the granary before anything else. Okay. Frozen food, yeah, there's some good ones here. World's End. We already have poverty points staked out. So these catapults are going to have to... Unfortunately, these units are going to be stuck over here for a little while, trying to deal with this Barb City. But we can get more units. Elephants are awfully good units. Chichen Itza is going to help too in threatened cities. I have to make sure that they're not coming for this spot either. Fortunately, it looks like he's not sending anything here, which is good because the city's almost totally undefended. Whip this and probably do the walls, honestly. Okay. This makes things a little bit more interesting. Wang Kon being a pain in the butt. Let's make sure we have a reinforced. We have a way to move over here. Alright, so like this city is going to get double whipped for an elephant. It won't have any promotions, but beats everything in that stack except the spear and the war elephant that he himself has. Alright, now is the moment for this warrior to shine. Pillaging operation behind the front lines. Willem says your strat is poop, or at least that's what's now in his diaper. Okay. I'm going to chop this. Okay. Move this archer up here. Yeah, we'll be able to scrounge up a defense force. East Korea can actually build quite a few units as soon as it's not building a wonder. I mean, it's 19 base production per turn. Pillage the only iron he has. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I could try, right? It actually would hurt him a lot if I could cut off his only iron. We'll see. All right, let's see. Will he actually attack? I don't know. I don't think he will, but I could be wrong. Yeah, see, he stopped to bombard.
Have a foot in the
Now, the bad news is he's actually bringing up an actual attack force. The good news is I have maybe half a dozen turns. He probably will capture this city, but then I can recapture it from him. Okay, well, let's go ahead and grab Feudalism, because some longbows would be handy here. And then this poor city is going to get some unhappiness penalties. Definitely going to get some unhappiness penalties. Okay. So we'll see how fast we can get to Feudalism. Longbows would actually do quite well. It's a shame this isn't on a hill, but longbows would be quite nice here too. What a pain in the butt. Alright, I'll have to look again at his stack and see what makes the most sense to build. Alright, let's get walls here. You need a lighthouse next. Alright, meanwhile, so unfortunately we can't speed this up with promotions. Yeah, he knocked it down 4%. So we would have like a dozen turns. The problem is he's going to have a second, he moved up a second Hwacha. But at least he's buying, at least we're getting some time over there. Of course, the same thing happens over here. Now, we have Chichen Itza finishing in 2 turns. That actually adds another 25% to the city's defenses. Although I think if it's like slightly lowered, it's less than that. Okay, so here's the City Raider Sword, 22%. Only 18% without it. So definitely need to knock this down definitely need a few more turns of knocking that down. Alright, Feudalism. So it says it's 3 turns if we're 100% science. What if we're like break even? 4 turns, 6 turns. Gonna take a little bit. It is a fairly expensive tech. So we'll just marshal another like counterforce out here. Oh, at least that wasn't a particularly important spread there. Failed to 90%. Should we back off on the Barb City? Well, the thing is, by the time these units could walk over here, that city's already going to be captured or have fallen by the time we get over there. No, we want to get rid of this in our back lines. We'll deal with that, and then there's a decent chance I can hold them off just with units I scrounge up out of nowhere. But if not, then we'll have units ready to go and take this back, because we're still going to have cultural control over most of the tiles up here. Yeah, we'll need these for the counterattack. But since they're already here, it's going to take a little while to get over there anyway. Alright, Shwedagon Paya. Okay, so next turn we'll swap off here. And I think we'll 2-pop whip the War Elephant. I was going to whip the Christian Monastery, but I think we'll whip the War Elephant instead, because we need that. And then this city can contribute. Alright, so we got other cities. Boxed Wine. You are a prime candidate for an elephant. We also will need some catapults too, but I can probably get them out of Desert Lullaby. Alright, elephant. We will 2-pop whip this next turn. Oh, this city was... I think I had this stuck on culture for too long. Well, that's okay. More elephant. Put the overflow into the elephant. Actually, let's put this into the catapults. Then we'll swap to elephants, and then we'll 2-pop whip the elephant, and then overflow into the catapult. Alright, you're about to finish Moai. Finally. There we go. And then we can do the same thing, 2-pop whip an elephant, overflow, as soon as that's done. This city as well. This city's not doing anything important. Get me 2-pop whip an elephant. And Desert Lullaby is ready to get to... Desert Lullaby can produce some catapults. Get me like 4 catapults and like 4 or 5 elephants, and we should be able to shred this stack pretty good. Oh yeah, and as far as actual defenders, I need at least 1 axe. I already have a spear, so let's get an axe. Just try to mix the defenders so that we have a mixture of different things. If you rode through the hills, you could probably reinforce guild. Yeah, I might be able to. That's a possibility. I might be able to. Actually, yeah, I think that's a great idea. We rode these 2 tiles, so let's have you road instead of mining. And then you're not doing anything important. Well, let's have you finish that road, and then you can road this tile, and then we do have a reinforcement avenue. That's great. Great suggestion. All right, anyway. You're going to chop for cradle. Although I have to time this so that I'm not having the chop complete when I'm in the middle of whipping, so when I'm about to whip something. Yeah, this city's getting there. Let's actually road this instead, and then we can come back and finish the chop afterwards. Okay. Poor Greenland. Where's that workboat? 3, 4, 5? So I think it's going to be 1 turn behind. Oh, wait. It's already in. Oh, I see. Never mind. It was in the first ring at all times anyway. For some reason, I thought it was in the second ring. I don't know why I thought that. That's kind of silly. All right, anyway. And of course, we also have feudalism, so we'll be able to whip a longbow in here at some point. Production 9. Yeah, this is fine because we'll two-pop. We'll put this on axe and then we'll swap to war elephant. Two-pop whip the elephant, overflow, finish the axe, and then by that time we should have feudalism finishing, so we can get a longbow in there. Oh, they're actually okay. They're starting to stack up a decent number of units there. Okay, he's apparently very serious about this attack. I wasn't sure how serious he was. Apparently, it's pretty serious because he's just bringing more units out. Well, we can do that too. As I said, most likely outcome is he captures this city and then we take it back. 2 elephants, 2 swords, 2 catapults. That's a pretty decent force. Alright, what's our swords odds up to now? 24%. Still not great. Still not great, honestly. We're probably going to have to bombard and then send in a catapult in as a suicide catapult, sadly. Unfortunate, but as I said, we're going to need that. Okay, so catapult, swap to the elephant. Be prepared to whip the elephant next turn. Elephant, elephant. A lot of elephants here. All right, this gets finished. Obviously, we're going to stack up some unhappiness, but it is what it is. Try to get them into the city. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of forests to chop up here. We actually almost have control of this tile, which would be nice. Yeah, we found out why he wasn't settling in the west, right? He was building units to come attack us. Alright, anyway, so I was going to swap to here. And then we'll 2-pop whip that next turn, overflow into shred a gun, and then we can finish that chop. Alright, wrote this. Alright, now do I want to try to move this over here into the city, or do I want to try to hold back here? I think I'm going to hold you here for right now. Can also always hurl a catapult at them and they'll stop to heal, but they're just bombarding right now anyway. Okay, so now we're going to swap to elephant and 2-pop with this. Next turn. This archer, though, is probably best used on the defensive because archers are terrible offensive units. So let's move that. Promote that. Alright. Looks like we need another turn. Feudalism's a pretty expensive tech, so it looks like we need another turn or two. That poor chariot's probably not going to do much of anything. Is Swacha actually worse at bombarding than a catapult? Oh yeah, it is actually. I didn't realize that. That's a little detail I didn't know. Little tidbit in the game. Well, while all this is going on, we are about to finish these wonders. We just finished Moai, which is going to be very nice for this city. Stoned is not being threatened, which is good, although I would rather have this city threatened, because this city is not very valuable. Alright, let's see what they do. Just bombarding again. Oh, no, hello. I am surprised they are attacking. Oh, that's unfortunate. That unit must have had a different mission. I wonder what the odds were there. I'm a little surprised we lost that. Must have been one unit with a different mission. Yeah, we kind of needed that spear pretty badly. It would have, and then like it would have healed and promoted if it had won. Alright, anyway, so you can also start building units for us. I realize I don't have a barracks up there. What were the odds on that battle? It was basically a 50-50. No, actually, they only had 34% odds. That's unfortunate. That would have been really nice to win that battle. That would have been quite nice to win that battle. 34%. Now his elephant might promote. Too bad he has ivory as well. I mean, he's got a lot of ivory right here. Kind of sad. And one turn before Chichen Itza, yeah. He does actually have a chariot in this stack, so he could have captured this worker easily, but I don't think he has vision on that tile. Alright, anyway. So, with that, get a nice chunk of overflow there. I mean, I can have my cities build units. That's not, like, the concern. It's just, I kind of wanted to focus on culture here, not dealing with this moron. I mean, you can see this spike going up on the bar graph. Obviously, it's going to slow us down a bit. It's not that we're in a huge race or anything, but... Elephants are by far the best unit we can build, so we will build them. And then this city, yeah, we actually need catapults more than anything else here. Alrighty, as I said, I don't know that I can hold that city initially, but I should be able to recapture it without too much trouble. Still only 26% odds here. Odds are not going up as much as I would have liked. Just hard to kill archers on a hill in this game. At least that way, if they get attacked, I have odds on the chariot. You need me? Okay. Alright, well, we've got to, and for better or for worse, we've got to wrap this up because William's being a little fussy. So this is probably going to have to end on a cliffhanger here. But yeah, he's being pretty fussy right now. Elephant versus elephant, I think it just cancels itself out when they both have the benefit. Oh, and I needed to whip this. There we go. Get another unit in here. The overflow should finish the axe, and then we'll get close. Hopefully we'll be close to finishing feudalism. Alright, let's just see what they do on this inner turn. Now they're going to attack again. Well, we got the elephant, but they have a promotion and we don't. So yeah. And then attacked again. That's an odd decision. Didn't really win with that elephant, did he? No. Okay. A very odd decision. Yeah, the difference of promoted versus unpromoted there, unfortunately. So what did they actually do? Well, we killed one of the elephants. Another one succeeded. We're just kind of holding on here for the time being. Buying time. So we lost a 73%. That's not surprising. We only had 27% odds. And then fortunately we won the 4.6%. Or they had, fortunately we won the 95%. Okay, so we're going to get the axe done. Looks like we can't finish this in 2 turns, unfortunately.
Deze militair meldt zich.
Okay, well, we got to stop here, unfortunately. As I said, there's kind of in the middle of things, but I got to go help out with Willem. So, as I said, a bit of a shorter session, but we will continue this next time. So, thanks for watching, guys. Very, very, very entertaining. Wang Kon being a troll as usual, but we'll put him back in his place soon enough. All right, until then, have a good one, folks. See you again soon. Take care, guys.